follow-up to the 9th of August, which is September the 6th. Joining me live on Zoom is Angie Zelter of Defend Our Juries. How you doing, Angie?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Really looking forward to Saturday because this is a crucial time and we're all absolutely disgusted with what our government's doing under Israeli pressure.
And how is it looking in terms of the
It's
numbers?
looking
Because you've got 1,000 people to commit to it before it goes ahead, isn't that right?
That's right. It's looking really, really good. I mean, loads of people, even from my own local area, people who've never even risked arrest before, are so upset about what's going on in Gaza that they will be there. And they're also really understanding now that this is a much bigger issue that we're all facing because democracy dies without protest. And so any social change that we want to make, all the changes that we need to make to try and stop this horrendous thing that's going on in the world, this populist, right-wing, fascist move that just continues to allow big corporations to do what they want with the world, regardless of what it does with people. People realize that if we allow this to carry on, then all of our movements for change will be stopped. And so there's this sort of joint thing going on. The majority of people taking place, including myself, taking part, are doing this because we hate what's going on in Gaza. Many of us have been protesting about what's been going on in Israel and Palestine for decades, actually. But this is just the last straw. And so, yes, there will be 1,000 people there at 1 p.m. sitting down with their placards saying, I oppose genocide, I support Palestine Action.
Incredible. I don't know how you could fit that many on there because there were 500 last time. If it's double that, I mean, the actual square will be difficult to get through. I mean, you have to.
Yeah, well, actually, last time there probably were about 1,000 people there, but a lot of them just moved away after an hour. So there were well over 500 people there to start with. So if we can't fit in the square, then we will go around Parliament or to the Ministry of Defence or somewhere else in our small groups. We'll still be there. We will still be protesting. There will be 1,000 people somewhere around there.
Wow. All right. And the police have been restricting your communications. I mean, I was talking to Tim Cosland about this, the Telegram channel, the Zooms, the website. So on Tuesday, is it all you're not announcing where you're doing that communication?
No, we'll use other forms. I mean, this is a practice about how we're going towards a fascist dictatorship. These are the kinds of things that dictators do. They take off your means of communication, and that's what we're seeing here. So we're beginning to see how the repression is going to continue to get worse and worse and worse. So luckily, we will already be practicing how we're going to be still able to communicate with each other. But the most important thing for all of us to do is to talk about our friends and our relations and our local communities and try to make sure that the truth is coming out, that this government is in hock to the USA, to Israel. It's not a free and independent country. We have US nuclear weapons coming back to Lakenheath. These are NATO bases. We have no control over them. We do what the US tells them to do. As soon as Hamas attack happened, we sent planes from the USAF base in Suffolk, Lakenheath, to go to a US air base in Jordan to bolster the US forces there. We've used the Akrotiri base to fly out. We still send loads and loads of weapons out there. We are doing all the things that many of your speakers have just spoken about. But a lot of this information is only in small bubbles. We need to get that out to our neighbours, to our friends, relations. We have to do whatever we can to make sure that the truth is coming out, because we have a corporate press which is in hock to the powerful, to the oligarchs. And it's only like on places like your amazing program, which I hadn't seen before, by the way. And it's really good to see how people are given time to speak and just ordinary people giving the truth. And that is what is needed so much. For instance, I get a lot of my news from Double Down News or Declassified, and I was shocked to find out that actually the IDF have been trained at the Royal College of Defence Studies in London, and then they go out and continue to do what they're doing in Gaza or in the other places where Israel is trying to control. So, we need these independent places where people can find out a bit more about what's really going on. So thank you for
Yeah.
that.
Well, look, thank you for coming on. I'll be there next week, and I'll try and stay up as long as I can. But if you've got 1,000 and more, it's going to be a long
Well, it
day.
was 8 p.m. last time, so it's probably go on to much longer next time.
And
Yes.
if people are going floppy as well, I mean, if they're not doing those roadside sort of triage arrests, then it's going to be really late. And anyway, I'm tired just thinking about it. Thank you, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.